Top 5 looks, and there's no big surprises here. The Chiefs are number 1. They're followed by Rodgers and the Packers. Then look at Buffalo up there at number 3, the Steelers 4, and the New Orleans Saints 5. Those are the ESPN.com power rankings. But on this program, there is only one set of rankings that matter to us. Those are done every week by our Ryan Clark. RC, the floor is yours.
Once again, Greeny, I want to give the disclaimer. I do not care what anybody thinks after these power rankings because they are my power rankings and nobody else gets to do them on the show because obviously they matter. At number 5, I'm going with the Los Angeles Rams. And I know I flip and flop on this team, but listen, they have 2 transcendent talents on defense in Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey, the 2 best talents playing the position. Aaron Donald, the best football player in the world, but it's the people that are around him, Greeny, the Brockers, the Floyds, the Williams, the Hills, the Johnson. This defense is amazing. And guess what? Sean McVay's a genius again. Who knew? He knows you have to run the ball. Cam Akers has stepped up. Jared Goff is now playing better. This is the team you do not want to play in the playoffs. They have experience, a quarterback that can make plays when he needs to, and a defense that is getting after your keister. That's a team that you like. That's the team that I love. And at number 4, I'm going with the Rodney Dangerfields of football, the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, you got a quarterback, Buffalo. I get it. You guys are happy. You finally have a dude. You've been waiting since Jim Kelly. And Josh Allen is him. You might as well call him Himothy because he is flat out balling. This dude is in the top of the AFC quarterbacks. I think it's Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, and then Josh Allen. You know why? Because of Stephon Diggs. The dude that's on the cover of ESPN right now. He's flat out going crazy. He took over the game against the Pittsburgh Steelers early in the second half. And when he took it over, he was talking to them about taking it over. And there was nothing that you could do with him. You got a defense that's getting more opportunistic. A pick 6 last week. Another pick by Levi Wallace. And one of the best corners in the game, Trey White. This team is going to be tough to beat in the playoffs. At number 3, I'm going with that bad man Stephen A. always talks about, and that's Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers is going to win the MVP. They got an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. If they do that, Aaron Rodgers is in the top 3 of quarterbacks that's ever played to me. And I don't care what nobody says. When you look at what this dude is doing at this age, at this time, shouldn't we be talking about Aaron Rodgers kind of the way we talk about LeBron James, that he's one of the best we've ever seen, and along with being one of the best, he's now playing the best at a late age? Aaron Rodgers is on point. Aaron Jones is balling. Devontae Adams has stepped up and shown you that he's one of the best wide receivers to ever play this game, not only playing right now. If they could just get enough defense, Greeny, just enough defense, they can win it. So the Cheeseheads need to play at home. It needs to be dang cold. Give Aaron Rodgers the ball, try to stop somebody. And at number 2 is the New Orleans Saints. And I know there are going to be people all across the world, but they lost to Jalen Hurts. The Philadelphia Eagles beat them. I don't care. This freaking defense is phenomenal. They had to play a team. They didn't really know what they were going to get. And you had a quarterback on your team who was worse than the quarterback playing for the first time on the other team. When Drew Brees gets healthy, when this team is playing defense at the clip that we've seen it, and when Alvin Kamara gets back into it, I'm not sure why Sean Payton has gone away from that. This is one of the best teams in football. I feel like when this team stands across from the Kansas City Chiefs this weekend, they'll know that defensively we can play with Patrick Mahomes. We can play with Tyreek Hill. And I don't think many teams can say that, especially when they have a quarterback like Drew Brees who will not be scared of the moment against this team that's number 1, the Kansas City Chiefs. And I know, last week, guys, I messed it up. I said I was going to come on here and I was going to do smart things and I was going to move the Kansas City Chiefs down, even though I believe in Patrick Mahomes more than I believe in anybody in the world other than Justin Tucker. And I was wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong. But people couldn't tell me I was wrong because it was my god-darn rankings. But listen, you saw Patrick Mahomes last week. You know what we talked about all Monday? The awful game Patrick Mahomes had that moved Aaron Rodgers into the MVP lead. He threw for 393 yards, people. He had 2 tubs, people. They won the game. But that's how good he is, right? When he throws for 393 because somebody tips a pass and Byron Jones actually finally gets an interception, now we want to think he's not as great. She lies, you tell. Patrick Mahomes is the man. Kansas City is the team. And until somebody beats him, I guess that's just the way it's going to be.
There they are. Read them and weep. Ryan Clark's top 5. And again, number 1 plays number 2 this Sunday
Pittsburgh
afternoon.
Sorry.
Outstanding. All right, as we continue.